every day I'm hustling.
We still hustle daily. What's going on, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Ray, Big Play Ray, coming to y'all with another story time today. I have no idea what this story time's about, but we about to check it out. Just do me one favor, smash the like button, and follow me on Instagram. That's 2 favors, 3 favors, my bad, it's 3 of them. Follow me on Instagram, like the video, and the last is follow my second story time channel, which is We Still Hustle Daily 2. All right, We Still Hustle Daily, the number 2. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel if you want more story times, because I'm releasing them 3 times a day over there, as well as 3 times a day over here. I'm just releasing them a little earlier in the day on the second channel. All right, so it's We Still Hustle Daily 2. Make sure y'all tap in. And like I say, this is a long story, so grab your popcorn, grab your chips or whatever you got, grab your little wine, you know what I'm talking about, grab you some weed, and yeah, let's get right into it, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. Let's go.
This story is gonna be a tell-all story about my son's dad from 2013 to 2025, all the things that I've been through and why we can't be cool to this day, like to this very fucking moment. Oops, I don't know if I'm, oh my god, I just cursed. They're probably gonna delete the video, but whatever. This is a tell-all story, so it's gonna be a little confusing. He's the only person that I'm gonna speak like his name. Everybody else in the story is gonna get a nickname or a letter or something. But yeah, so it's gonna be a little confusing. Just bear with me and just follow. Right, so before I met Papa's dad, I met this person through my cousin. They were dating. This was in 2011. I lived in Florida, and I came over here for the summer because my older cousin sent for me and my siblings, and that's how I met this person through my cousin. Cool, right? Met them in 2011. No, I'm lying. It was 2010, right? Met him in 2010. Fast forward, we go to a barbecue in 2012. And something occurred. We was drunk, we was young, and this is how I met another person, like another person in the story. All right, so the person I met, we're gonna name him B. That's who I met through my cousin, B. This other person that I met through B, we're gonna call him Ron, right? So I met B through my cousin, then I met Ron through B. Mind you, this is before I even knew Papa's dad was walking this earth. I did not know nothing about Papa's dad. I didn't even know he existed for real. Like, it was nothing. Out of sight, out of mind. I didn't know, like, whatever. Right? So when I meet Ron, I start fucking with Ron. Right? Cool. I start fucking with Ron. Ron dubbed me. And it was only a few months. Ron dubbed me, and that was that. It was nothing more, nothing less. It was a few months. We fucked around. We messed around, and that was that, right? Fast forward now to 2013. Like April 2013. I meet Leek. But I meet Leek on Facebook through his cousin's status, because he slides in my inbox. So at this point, I don't know that Leek knows B until a couple days. You know, I'm doing my investigation, and I'm like, what the fuck? They all know each other? Like, whatever. Let it go. Didn't think nothing more, nothing less of it. Mind you, at this point, have not spoken to Ron in probably like, what, almost a year now? Whatever. So, not talking to him, and it's like, whatever. Okay, I see that. So I start entertaining Leek, still not thinking nothing of it, that him and Ron know each other. Because these pictures that I'm seeing, like, Ron is not in the pictures with B and these other people. Like, Ron is nowhere to be found, right? And when I met Ron through B, he was jacking a whole nother neighborhood than B, and that I knew B from. So Ron, when I started fucking with Ron, he was from he was jacking a whole nother area, right? Then whatever, so I started entertaining Leak, whatever, entertaining him. It's 20, now we outside, we going to events, because you know, they used to always have like groups of bitches they used to talk to and have them pull up, whatever. So we used to go outside. So one day, it was a 4th of July barbecue. Mind you, not even one day. This was like in 2014 now. Now it's a whole year later. Me and Leak is already fucking with each other. Ron is still not in the topic of discussion. He hasn't been brought up. Like, haven't heard from him. Now it's 2 years. Haven't heard from Ron. So it's like, okay, whatever. Nigga, I'm talking to Leak now. So it's just like, alright, we pulling up to the barbecue. Where the barbecue's at is where I know B to be from, where Ron is not from. So it's just like, alright, there's no connections, right? Cool. I get to the barbecue with my friends, and Lord and behold, we're walking to the store. It's the friends, it's B and Leak's friends. Not B and Leak, but B and Leak is up the block. The friends are walking with me and my friends to the store. So we walk into the store. Boom, I'm walking down the block. I look down the block and I see Leak's cousin and Ron walking down the street. So now I'm like, hold on. What the fuck is happening? How the fuck do you know him? Like, why are you even talking to him? Like, so I'm literally shitting bricks at this point, because I'm like, bro, had I known this before, I would never show face here, bro. That's not my body. That's not the type of bitch that I am. If you know me, you know. Like, I'm not fresh. I don't like, no. I'd be embarrassed quick. Like, that's why I was already shitting bricks when I seen that nigga Ron walking up the block with Leak's cousin, because I'm like, bro, I know how Ron is and he don't give a fuck. I haven't talked to this nigga in 2 years, but he will make it seem like I was with him yesterday. And that's exactly what he did. So he walked by me. I said hello to Leak's cousin. He reached over. Mind you, I have not spoke to this person in 2 years. Not a contact, I mean, not a phone call, not a text, not a nothing, not a message delivered from another person, nothing. It was like he could have been dead for all I knew. So when I fucking seen him walking up the block, when now the nigga that I'm talking to cousin, now I'm shitting bricks, because I'm like, what is happening? Like, how is this happening to me right now? He does all of that. And when he pulls my arm and does all of that, that already makes it seem like something it's not. And I checked him right then and there. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out. Like, what? Like, it's not even that. Like, what are you even doing over here? How do you even know these people? Like, I didn't say all of that, but I said that in my head. Cool. We go up the block. Leak packs me up. Because it's cool. He felt however his cousin made. Had I known that they were that, like, cool, like, not even, because the Ron person and Leak wasn't even like cool. They were just friends by association because of the people around them, for real. So that I come to find out. So it's like, all right, now Leak's in his bag and he packs me up, and then that was that. Like, we spoke about it and I told him the truth, whether he believed me or not. I don't think he did, but I deadass told him the truth. And that was that. I did not speak to that Ron person at all. At all. I didn't entertain it. I let it be. Whatever the case may be, I just let it be. Me and Leak, we had a little, but it was like we were still together. Like, it was like a little back and forth and whatever. We just stayed together. Like, he did not break up with me for it. Like, it was just like a fight, right? Because obviously it looked bad. But I didn't fucking know. I swear on my son's life, I did not know. I don't even play those games, bro. Like, no. Like, that's not my body, right? Alright, so now that the cat's out the bag, well, that cat's out the bag, apparently for me, for Leak. I'm not sure if Ron even cares, because he's just like, he don't give a fuck ass nigga, but whatever. So now it's out in the open. So now Leak don't want me around. He don't want me around. I don't know if he's embarrassed. I don't know what it is at this point, but he just doesn't want me around. Mind you, we're like 17 at this point. Like, literally, probably. Yeah, like 17. We're young. So since I was already cool with B 2 years before I even met Ron or Blake, I didn't give a fuck. You ain't telling me I can't come around. Like, what you mean? Like, you know, so I was real like, nigga, I ain't listening to what you said. Like, you know, I understand the circumstances. I'm not even fucking with that nigga no more, but I was on something like, I'm still coming around. Like, I don't care. Like, I met these group of guys before I even met you. Like, it was actually 2. And, it was B and Z. I met these people, the B and Z, out of the whole friend group. I met them first. I met them in 2010 or 2011. What the fuck ever. So yeah. So now it's like, it's rocky. You know, shit gets like, oh, I don't want you around. Mind you, I'm really not talking to Ron like at all. Even after the scene or after that happened, like it was no interaction at all, right? Cool, granted. We stayed together. And then he just starts cheating. So he just starts cheating. So instead of breaking up with me, for feeling however he felt, he just made it seem like everything was alright. He would talk shit here and there, but it wasn't like alright, I'm breaking up with you. It was on like, alright, well, after the fact I can say that now, but it's like, alright, I got something for you. Like, he didn't believe what I was saying, so it's like, alright, bitch, now I'm gonna cheat on you instead of leaving. Like, you know, it was like a tick for tack. Like, you didn't believe what I said about the situation, so it's on some like, you're lying, and now I'm gonna cheat on you instead of breaking up with you, right? So whatever. He started cheating, and you know, like a dumbass, I would just keep forgiving him. Like, literally, I'm the type of female that I don't go to fuck another nigga or to do something to get my lick back, because that's not gonna make me feel better. Like, I'm literally crying in the bed. Like, that's the type of female I am. Like, I have to cry and let it out so that I can feel better. And then I'll do something evil and mean to get my lick back, but it won't be a nigga. Like, that's one thing about me. Like, you don't gotta worry about me going up a friend or another nigga just to make you mad. Like, that's just not my bop. Like, I would do something extreme besides that. Something to really fuck with you just because you with me. Right? Cool. So we're in this relationship probably like for 2 years now, and the first year was good. Now the second year is rocky because the information came out about Ron for all of us, because I'm gonna keep saying that, because it was for all of us. When he found out that situation is when I found out that nigga was even that cool to even come over here to this block. Because remember, I knew Ron from a whole nother block. I didn't know him from this block. Because if I would have knew he was from this block, I would have been put 2 and 2 together and they would have never got this far. Cool. So now I get pregnant and we decide to keep the baby. Right? At this point, it's no real like situations happening. It's no really girls coming to me as a woman. Like, you know, it's kind of calm at this point. I'm like 4 months pregnant, and God himself woke me up on my sleep and was like, sign on his Facebook. Literally, I woke dead up out my sleep, like, and something told me, try to sign on his Facebook. Mind you, I didn't really know his passwords like that. I had in mind like a few passwords. When I put the first password in, it went through. And Lord and behold, I find out that he was never faithful. He's been cheating since I started talking to him. like literally full-blown cheating. Like, not just texting, like literally having multiple females in his crib. Like, multiple. So now I'm finding out things from before. Like, so I'm like, okay, I'm 4 months pregnant. I'm finding out shit that I didn't even know about. So now I'm in my bag. Now it's just like, whoa, like, whoa, like, I thought it was bad with the things that I knew, but it got worse with the things that I saw. Like, so it was like, let me drop this baby. Let me drop this baby because I'm not playing with this nigga no more. Like, I'm leaving this nigga. Like, on some, like, I'm leaving you, and that's that. Like, I'm not about to keep being with a nigga that's a fucking cheater. Like, it's just not happening. So I end up breaking up with him, and then Ron came back in the picture, right? So me being hurt and me being petty, I started entertaining, like text message wise, talking on the phone, text message. We do not link at all. Like, we don't link at all. So after that, whatever, I entertained it for a few, but me being me, I felt bad. Like, I felt like I can't do this. Like, because at the end of the day, I was in love with Leek. So it was like, this is not right. Like, I can't do this. Like, whatever. So I just, again, cut him off, right? So, boom. Papa's born is 2015. No, after that whole scandal, when I was pregnant, it was just that, right? Broke up with him. Basically, you could say my whole pregnancy, for real, like, I was single. And yeah. So I don't know why I'm catching a brain fart and it's really pissing me off, but whatever. So 2015, whatever. So yeah. So after we break up, whatever, I give birth, and then I give him another chance. So at this point, when I give birth, I give him another chance, because again, all I ever wanted was a family. Like, I'm telling you, like, I just had it all planned out, or I thought I had it all planned out. I was like, this is the person I'm gonna be with. Like, I really love him. Like, we were young, but I was just still like on some like that we can make this work. Like, we can make this work. Whatever happened. We have a kid now, so it's like we're gonna let everything be what it is, and hopefully moving forward, we don't have to worry about no infidelities, no nothing, like whatever. So he comes and he lives with me. So for the first 6 months of my son being born, he was good. He was being faithful. There was no girls. There was no nothing, right? Then, out of nowhere, it started up again, right? And mind you, at this time, I don't even think I was working. No, I wasn't working. I didn't go back to work until Papa was like a year and a half. I wasn't working, but I was in school. He was working at a hotel job that his father got him, right? And when I had that feeling again that he was creeping and doing stuff, obviously I will always go in his phone. And I will always get in. Always. Why I get in the phone? And he's cheating on me while he's at work, sneaking girls into the hotel room while I'm at home taking care of a newborn baby, and he's supposed to be at work, right? So after that, it was just back to the same old shit. Just him not being faithful, him talking to girls, us always fighting. And it was because I didn't trust him. Like, I did not trust him. So it was always a fight, because I'm not a pushover. I'm not a doormat. Like, I'm not one of those bitches that's just gonna get played and sit there like a pendeja. Like, we're gonna fight. If I'm staying or something, we're gonna fight. Something's gonna give. Like, something's gonna give out of this shit, because you think I'm gonna just sit here and bro. So it just got really bad. It got really, really bad. And it took me a long time to really let go. Like, it took me so long. Like, not so long, but it was like, what, like a year and a half? Like, It took me a year and a half because in that year and a half, I was so miserable. Like, I was literally miserable in my own home because I was so turned off. I was so hurt. Like, I couldn't even sleep in the same bed as him. Like, for the last 3 months of him living with me, he slept on a twin-size bed on the floor. And every time that nigga would try to touch me, I'll be so disgusted. Like, stop fucking touching me. Ugh, whatever. And it was just really, really, really bad. Like, it was so bad. And then January of 2017, we brought in New Year's together. 10 days later, I told him he gotta go. Like, I don't know where the courage came from. I don't know where it came from, y'all. But I said, you gotta go. You gotta go. Like, I cannot be unhappy in my own home. I'm like literally driving myself crazy in here. Like, I can't. Like, I can't. Like, I can't do this. Like, you gotta go. Right? The nigga goes, right? He leaves. And he's already moved into the next bitch's apartment. Somebody that I totally didn't even find out about yet. But happened to find out when all that happened. So it's like, you leave from here. 2 weeks later, you already living in somebody else's house. That means you been messing with that person while you was living here with me and your kid. So in my brain at this point, I'm like, what is the problem? Like, the problem still can't be Ron, because if that was the case, you would have just broke up with me. You would have cut all ties with me. But again, he's young, I guess. That's still me giving the benefit of the doubt. So maybe he didn't know how to handle it. Whatever. But at this point, we have a kid now. Like, you was faithful for 6-7 months, and now you can go. Like, you can go. If that's what you want to do, you can go. But no, always begging for the family, right? Cool. 2017, it goes up. Like, because I left you because you left me no choice. Then on top of that, he became a whole deadbeat. So it's like, you went from being a hands-on dad for a year and a half, helping me in the crib, staying with him at times by yourself while I went to work or I went to school, to me breaking up with you because you left me no choice, and then you breaking up with my son. Left out a very important detail. That detail really does something to me. Like, it really ruffles my feathers. So I think, like, when I was just telling the story, I completely forgot to just say Ron. That I said the real person's name like multiple times. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. I really don't care, for real. But I was just trying to just like make this less messy. But at this point, I deadass don't care. So anyways, there's a very important part. So I'm sure at this point, like, one of my friends commented on the part 4 video, like, damn, Ron again. And I know a lot of y'all are thinking like Ron just keeps popping back up, right? Well, not keeps popping back up. Those 2 times that he popped up was when me and Leek were beefing. And I know the people that are actually watching and listening to the story are probably like, how the fuck he just keeps popping up? Like, why do he keeps popping up? Like, how do he just keeps popping up, right? So let me tell y'all how. So the cousin, remember the barbecue in the beginning of the story? The cousin that I seen walking down the block with Ron, right? He would make bets with Ron. I guess Leek will go and vent to him when we were going back, like going through it. And then he would know that. So then he will make bets with Ron about like, oh, like, I bet you if you reach out to her, you text her, you call her, like, she ain't gonna reply. Like, you know, like putting the battery in his back. And if y'all know Ron, y'all know, whoever's watching this story, he's that type. Like, oh, like, you gonna test me, nigga? I'm gonna do it, kind of thing, right? But Ron said that it seemed like the cousin was really doing that because he really wanted Ron to stop reaching out to me and for me not to entertain it. Like, he wanted me and Ron to like never speak or never entertain each other. So I guess that's why he was doing the bets, but he knows Ron more than me, and he should have known that that was never gonna work and that Ron was gonna do it and take it all the way. So that's what he would do. They would make bets, like, so then Ron would come and write me to see, will I really reply? And obviously I'm going through it with a leak at that time. Like, I'm gonna feed into it, like I'm gonna, so it was like a bet. It was a bet. Like, the whole the 2 times or the 3 times or whatever times that Ron would reach out when me and Leak were beefing was all over a bet. A bet. So at this point, he's not expressing anything that he expects from me. So I'm just going along with my plan and how I plan on dealing with him. Because if I'm going to give this a chance, mind you, I expressed to him over and over. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm going to say it again. I expressed to him over and over and over and over, even before I even told him that I would consider, how scared I was to let these feelings back out. Because if he does not handle me how I expect him to handle me, it's not going to be good. Like, I'm literally telling this man, like, I'm scared because I don't trust you. And if you with my feelings again, we're just going to be back in square one. So, if this is really what you want, you better be ready. Because if not, because at this point, like I said, there's no feelings attached. I don't care to have the family back for real. So it's like, I'm okay with being co-parents and have a genuine friendship. Because at this point, I'm over all the hurt that you've caused to where I can genuinely be your friend. Like, I'm good. I'm back in a space where it's just like, all right, we could be friends. We could be co-parents and nothing more, nothing less. And I'm good. We good on that. But the fact that you keep trying to pursue the family, right? And now I'm like giving it a little bit of thought and letting you know that, again, you giving me that reassurance that you're going to be that person and you're going to come home and you're going to prove that. So yeah, so whatever. So now I'm like literally considering it, because I'm like, maybe he did change. So I'm like, maybe like I would never know if I don't give it a chance. But deep down inside, I feel like I know he didn't change. So that's why I'm not letting my guard down. I never let my guard down, right? So now the fact that I'm even considering it now, at that point, that's me letting my guard down a little bit. Because now I'm after all these years, after telling you no, whatever, not entertaining it, now it's like 8 months before he's coming home, right? So now I start like, letting him know, like, this is what I want, whatever. So now it's like, all right, cool, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try, but it's not happening all flip. Like, you're not coming home and expect everything to be peaches and cream. Like, you literally have to work for this. Like, you have to work. You have to put in that work for the relationship and for being the deadbeat that you were. So it's like, you really gotta shine. Like, you better shine, nigga. Like, ooh, I hope they don't like, but whatever, right? Cool. Fast forward. He comes home in May, right? So he comes home, right? The first 2 days, I put him to the test. Because one thing about me, like, I'm not playing around. Like, this is my life. This is, like, my future. Like, I'm not about to play with you. Like, I'm really not about to play with you. Like, either we're going to do this or not. And then on top of that, I didn't even want to do it. And now I'm, like, you better come correct, right? So, he had females that we've done argued with, that I've done argue with, that he cheated on me with, he still had them on Instagram, right? So I tell him, I'm like, Leak, I was like, you know, I'm not trying to cause an argument or anything, but what I'm gonna need you to do is remove all those females. Like, if we're starting off, you know, fresh, remove all those females, right? He immediately gets defensive and tells me then I gotta delete guys off of my Instagram. Mind you, I barely had any guys that I've dealt with in the past on my Instagram. First of all, any guy that I've ever dealt with, Leak has never had to argue with, or none of them ever came to him as a man because I was not dealing with them while I was with him. Right? Keep that in mind. And then also keep in mind the fact that now, because I'm putting what I've been saying into play and the things that I expect, now all of a sudden you think that I'm going to, like, this is a fair game. Like, this is not a fair game, and I warned you about that already. And again, if you felt like I needed to prove anything to you, you should have laid that out on the table, so that because if that was the case, my whole plan would have changed. My whole energy and my whole attitude and my plan would have changed. I would have not been that, like, I would have not had that much pressure on him. I would have never been like, oh no, I'm not budging until you prove to me. My whole energy and everything would have changed had he communicated that the Ron situation was still an issue. He never communicated that, right? So that was the first turn off. Like, the first turn off, nigga. You're not even home a week, and you're already giving me pushback about taking these certain females off of Instagram. So I'm already upset. Like, I'm feeling some type of way, because it's just like, this is the stuff that's gonna turn me off. I'm not even turned on yet, but this is the shit that's already turning me off, because it's just like, why is it even an issue? You begged so long. If I'm asking you for one thing, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, seriously, it should not be an issue. So once he pulled that, I was like, all right, cool, right? And then the whole summer, like from May to July, he was always in my crib. We were doing family things. He would be around, but I would notice, right, that, oh wait, before that, right, before the story I'm about to tell, right, it was Mother's Day. He had came home like the week before Mother's Day or something like that, right? And he didn't post me, right? So that was like the first, like, okay, you posting everything else, but you know, I've been a great mother to your son, and you can't even a little appreciation post, right? So I had mentioned something about it. The day wasn't over, and this goes, right, makes a Mother's Day post for me, but it's not even acknowledging the mother that I am or I've been. It's acknowledging the fact that I've been there for him the whole time while he was in prison. He really made it seem like on the post, like I was his girl and I held it down, and the whole time, like, so I'm reading the post and I'm like, this is not about me being a mother. Like, this is not what I asked you for. You're literally praising me, making it seem like to Instagram that we were in a relationship, right? And all of that. And I'm just like, I just wasn't feeling it for real. I was just like, okay, weird, right? Yeah, so the reason why I was fake annoyed was because it was just like, I don't want that from you right now. Like, I don't want you to be making it seem like we're in a relationship or we were in a relationship. Like, all I want from you right now is to appreciate me as your son's mother and what I've been doing, and prove to me that you are this changed man so we can get this ball rolling, right? So at that moment, like, it was just like like, what are you doing, bro? Like, whatever. Right? Now back to the other story. So that whole summer, like May to like July, we were going out, we were doing things, we were doing family things with Papa, and I would notice that he would post as if he was just with him and Baba. Mind you, I don't give a damn to post leak. Because you want to know why? Any guy that I deal with needs to be okay with the fact that I'm cool with my son's father. 1. 2, no guy has ever been able to talk shit about leak to me. I do the talking shit. Because guess what? That's my son's father. You're not going to talk about my son's father to me. No one's going to talk about my son's father to me. I could talk about him because I could talk about him. Like, but I would never let the next guy talk about him. Ever. And I would never let a guy that I'm messing with tell me that I can't be cordial with my son's father. Like, it's just never going to be that. But that's the type of person I am. Leak is not like that. And he's never been. He always will put females before me. Even before the kid, he will always defend females before me. He never had my back, ever. He was never loyal to me in that sense, to where, you know, when you got your main female and it's like you would never let any of the other bitches even step to her or make her feel like she, because that's the main female. Like, you know, it was never that. It was never, right? So he would let bitches volley, just do whatever, right? And then even when I became the mother of his son, it was the same thing. It was, he never had the mentality like we're a unit at the end of the day. Like, we're a family. We could fight like cats and dogs, but it's us against them. Like, you know what I mean? Even not being in a relationship, even being friends and being cordial. Like I said, anybody that I deal with has to be okay with the fact that I'm gonna be cool with my son's father. If y'all not okay with that, then that's an issue. Because I'm not gonna beef with my son's father for the rest of my life. Like, besides this now, that's obviously how I'm thinking. Like, this is somebody I gotta deal with for the rest of my life. If we could be cool, we could be cool. And if I move on with the person I'm moving on with, he has to be cool with the fact that I'm cool with my son's father, and then everybody could be cool, right? But again, Leak never moved like that. Not even till this day. He never moved like that. So we would be out and he would just make it seem like he was out with just Papa. And like I wasn't in the picture. Mind you, I already know why. Like, I already have the feeling in the senses, like, you just don't want girls to know that we're cool. You don't want females to see that we're cool. Like, because you don't have that energy that I have. You don't have the energy like, oh, listen, being real with the girls, because he's a liar. He's a manipulator. He's a narcissist. Like, when he would entertain these females, he would tell them whole lies. Whole lies, like lies, shit on my name, like make me seem like I'm this delusional crazy person. Like, he would full-blown lie instead of keeping it player, like a real player, nigga, right? And be real and be like, yo, listen, this is the situation. There's always gonna be bitches willing to be side bitches. There's always gonna be females willing to be there, right? But you keep it a buck so it don't get messy. Like, I could probably show you a thing or two. Like, for real. Like it would be better off for him to just be like, yo, listen, this is the situation with my son's mother. Like, this and this and that. You either jacking it or you not. You can deal with it or you not. No, he would just flat out lie. So, that's what he was doing. Because now, what? That was July. Now it's August, right? September. It's my cousin's birthday, right? Mind you, these two females, like, females has always watched my page, always came and checked for me, always came to me as women. So of course I'm always on my P's and Q's, like, and I'm always on top of shit. Like, all right, if this is like, I'm always just putting two and two together or just assuming shit because, bro, this is what I've been dealing with for the past however long year. Yeah, so now we in September. I mean, I said that part already. But yeah, so I will always put two and two together. So females will always watch my page. Mind you, these two females that I'm about to tell you a story about have watched my page from when Leak was locked up, right? And I never thought nothing of it because they went to school with one of my cousins, and my cousins had them as mutual friends. So when they would watch my page, I would be like, oh, these are just Sally, like, you know, followers of Sally. And when she would post, like, she reposted shit of me, you know, they probably just come and look at my page. So I was not thinking nothing of it about the first girl, right? The second girl, when I seen her page, I'm like, yo, she looks familiar, but I couldn't figure out from where. And anything that had to do with leak, they didn't come to mind. I was just like, this girl looks familiar, I just don't know if I'm where. So these two girls literally was watching me from my Des Nicole page. If y'all know, y'all know. That Des Nicole page I had for years. It just got disabled last August. So I had to make this new Instagram I have, right? So how is it that they watching me, right, from the Des Nicole page, and now they're watching my new Instagram? So I'm like, something's up. I'm like, something is up. But I was just like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to look into it. I don't have any evidence. I didn't have like that gut feeling. So I just knew something was up, but I just didn't know what. I was just like, whatever. Whatever's, it's going to come out, right? So now we in September. We go out for my cousin's birthday, right? We go out. We go to dinner. Mind you, I told you my cousin went to school with these females, so she has them on Instagram. She must have seen that me and Leek was sitting next to each other at the dinner table, right? The next day, she writes my cousin, trying to play it off, right? As if Leek just reached out to her or something, or like she just figured out that he's my son's father, so now she's... So now she's coming to my cousin, fake as a woman, I guess, right? And telling her like, oh, like, I didn't know, like, I'm just putting two and two together, that's your cousin's baby father, and basically he's been on my body, and basically we're supposed to link on Friday. Link on Friday. So, right? So my cousin calls me. She's like, bitch, dub Leaky. She said, dub him right now. So I'm like, what happened? She's like, call me. I get up. No, I don't even get up. I'm reading in the bed with Papa. And at this point, like, I'm a little, like, moved by it, but it's not like how before, like how my heart would start racing, I gotta get up and go fight. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna finish reading the book with Papa, whatever, put him to sleep, and then I'm gonna call him. So I did exactly that. I called my cousin. She starts telling me everything. She's like, honestly, she was like, I feel like that bitch was lying. She been peeped. She been knew. But now since she's seen us out on Saturday with your cousin, with the Leak and all of us, my cousin was like, I feel like now she's just trying to get information. Because she just said she's supposed to link him on Friday. So by her reaching out to my cousin was her trying to figure out what's up with me and Leak, because obviously he's lying to her. Because they're supposed to link on Friday. These are a few details that I forgot before getting into him coming home. So the few details was the fact that I was dead ass there for him, like while he was in prison, but not on some like just as far as answering the phone, like I didn't have to do any of that. Then he would ask me for money here and there. I didn't have to send him a cent. You want to know why? Because when he was home, I had to beg him for money for my son. And 9 times out of 10, I didn't get it. So it's like there's mad things that I did for this out of the kindness of my heart, being the person that I am. And I didn't have to. I didn't have to go take my son to see him. I could have made his mother and his sister or somebody else, like, make that their responsibility. I didn't have to go out my way and do that. I didn't have to go see him sometimes by myself. I didn't have to do any of that. And guess what? My dad was dead ass sending him bread. Dead ass sending him bread every trip. I didn't have to send any of that money to him. I could have pocketed all that money. I used to tax it for sure, but I still used to send him some of it. I could have not sent him shit. At all. Like, he used to talk wild shit, like how niggas is fake and like how he noticed once he got locked up, like niggas don't even check for him and all of this shit. And I was like, but I told you that though. I used to tell you about your fake ass friends all the time. All these people you were running with, they did not give a fuck about you at all. And here we are. Here we are in this situation where the one person you treated like shit is still here for you while you in prison, talking to you on this prison phone. There's a lot of details that I feel like I left out and I was rushing. From when Lee came home to September, which where I left off at the last part. So there's a lot of stuff that transpired. Whoever's been keeping up. A lot of things has happened from Thursday to today. They're watching and they're bothered. And at this point, I don't give a fuck, for real. Oh, I don't care, for real. Because it's my story. It's my life. And it's what I've been going through. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't. Right? So cool. So cool. Whatever. Before September, before the girls even was a thing, right? From May to August, it was just like, it was weird. Like, we were good in the beginning, but we really weren't good, like I said, because I was already feeling these little things, like seeing his little ways of being. And in all honesty, like, it was like once he came home, like everything I expressed to him didn't matter. He wanted me to be his equal. So like, he would say like, oh, like, I'm confused. I don't know what we doing. Like, la la la. And I would always reassure him like, bro, like, we spoke about this before. Like, I told you this before. Like, where's the confusion? Like, where's the confusion coming from? Like, I don't understand. Like, you're supposed to be proving yourself to me to get this family back. But instead, you came home thinking that I had to prove something to you. Like, that's the energy he came home. He on some like, he wanted me to be rubbing his back and telling him, oh, baby, it's gonna be okay. Like, huh? Like, why would I ever in a million fucking years have you come out and then I'm catering to your every need? I'm making you feel like, oh, don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. Like, let me rub your back. Let me rub your feet. Let me just be this great, awesome girlfriend to you. And let's just start over. And like, no. And I'm telling y'all, if I would have went with that, he would have ran with it. Just like everything else. Because this is like an important part I forgot too. Like, just with everything else. Like, if I did not complain or make these things a thing, he will be okay with it. Like, he will be okay with still entertaining the females, me not knowing all the drama, and still playing house. Like, if I would have let it be like that and not had made it an issue, trust and believe, he would have ran with it. Literally. Like, literally. This nigga, he would have ran with it. He would have ran with it. But because I was being difficult and not going for that, I guess that was building more courage up for him to be like, all right, then I ain't doing this and I'm going to do what I want and I don't care. I'm going to move how I want. And when Des finds out, Des finds out. Instead of being an adult and communicating at that very moment, whenever it was, at that moment when he was like, I can't do this, like, or I expect this from her and I know I'm not going to get it. Or how about expressing what you want? He didn't even do that. Like, he was just moving like a bro. So, yeah. Yeah, he was just moving crazy. But in the same token, he was being, like, you know, he was showing that he at least acknowledge the fact that he actually has another human being walking this earth. That I will give him, and I've always gave him since he came home. I said the only thing you changed in the 4 years was breaking a bad habit, eating better, and being consistent at working out. That's the only oh, and actually coming to a realization that you have another human being walking this earth that you are responsible for. I told him those are the 4 things that you learned, because nothing else you learn, like not even a little bit. Literally, the only 4 things he's learned was breaking a habit, eating better, working out, and finally acknowledging that he has another human walking this earth. And yeah, the religion. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, he didn't learn anything. So boom. But yeah, so whatever. So he would like come over here, obviously like playhouse, like I told you, like the whole playhouse. But when he was coming over here, comes to find out, like I'm telling you a little bit now so that it can make sense, like it will make sense later. But even in the beginning, when I'm thinking that we working on things, he was lying to females, telling them that he was only coming over here for Papa's sake. Literally. Mind you, I'm thinking that we working something out or we're trying to get somewhere, but he's already telling females that he's just coming over here for Papa. And obviously I find this out after the fact, and y'all find more details out in the parts to come. But yeah. And now he's mad that I'm telling the story. He's watching, and I truly don't care. Like, I truly don't care. Like, I'm not doing this for views. As y'all can see, like, my TikTok is not even lit for real. Like, it's not like I got people liking or commenting out the ass. Like, I'm not doing this for likes and views. I'm doing this because I want my story to be told. Like, I know there's so many other females that has been through this, and I know there's so many people that he's done lied to about me and my character that I just like gotta set the record straight, because it's just like, I don't give a fuck about how anybody feels about how I handle people after handling me a crazy way. Because anybody that is real and that had an issue with me could tell you that they did something to me first. I don't wake up and just be like, I'm gonna fuck with this nigga today, or I'm gonna fuck with this person, or I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. For what? That's not even me. I don't even like to be messed with. I don't even like to be put in these predicaments because I have to get out of character. Like, but what y'all gonna stop doing is making me out to be the bad guy for reacting. Because all I'm doing is reacting to the things that people have done to me in the past 10, 11 months. All I'm doing is reacting. I have not done nothing to none of these people. All they're getting is a reaction for playing with me and playing in my face and try to kick. No. So now I'm the wrong one. Now I'm the wrong one for trying to protect myself, because all y'all do is try to drag me like I'm the bad one, because when I react. And y'all don't like the way I react. That's the problem. You can't do things to somebody, violate them, deal with them a certain way, and then tell them, oh, this is how you gotta handle me. Because Leak is good for that. Leak is good for that. Like, excuse me? You don't get to pick and choose how I handle it. You should have thought about that before you handled me the way you did, sweetheart. So boom, yeah, so she reaches out to my cousin because obviously she's trying to put 2 and 2 together, whatever. Things hit the fan. And I end up telling him, bringing it to his attention. And of course, he got every excuse under the sun. Every excuse under the sun. Talking about I didn't even link her. It wasn't even like that. I haven't even seen her in person. Like, every excuse you could think about. But there's no excuse you supposed to have. Like, you're not even supposed to be moving like this. My man's like, okay, so I let it be. I'm like, because remember, like, the feelings is there, but the feelings is really not there. Like, to where I'm like, ugh, but I'm bothered. Like, you know, like, I feel some type of way. Boom, I let that be, right? Remember, I told you it was 2 females watching my page for mad long. So, boom, he comes to my house, another weekend, playing house, and we drinking. And one thing about Leek, like, if he's too lit, he's gonna fall asleep. And that's exactly what happened. He fell asleep. Mind you, I did not go to look through his phone or any of that. I wasn't even trying to be on that type of time for real, so I just let it be. But his phone was charging. He had fell asleep, and his phone was charging on my side of the bed where I was sleeping. So I'm trying to go to sleep now, and I hear the phone keep vibrating. So I'm like, it must be important. Like, so when I go, at first I wasn't even gonna look at the phone. I swear to God, I wasn't even gonna look at the phone. But after that shit kept ringing, I'm like, alright, let's see what is going on. So obviously the phone is locked, but he has the notifications on the screen. So I see like 2 missed calls, and then I seen a text right on top of the missed call from the same person. But when I look at the text, the person's picture that's on there, her contact picture, is like the same picture that she has on the Instagram. So that's how I immediately put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, this is where this bitch is from. Mind you, she got red hair. So she's not that hard. Like bro, like, you know, like, she got red hair. She has red hair in most of all her pictures, like, on her social media. So it's like, you can't miss it. And then the name that was saved, I knew, because that was her Instagram name, and my cousin went to school with her. Like, so whatever. So now the next day, I tell him about that. I'm like, yo, like, mind you, I already fake dubbed him from the first situation, so I'm on bad timing with him. I'm like, it's a dub, like, you're a corn, like, and of course he's trying to butter me up, and still trying to butter me up, and then boom, this situation happens. Mind you, this happened like less than 3 to 4 weeks. Like, what the fuck? I just looked. 3 to 4 weeks time frame. That's what I meant. Like, 3 to 4 week time frame. Like, the first girl, and then not even a month later, the second girl. Boom. So now I'm on some, like, nah. Like, I'm not playing with you. Like, I'm not playing with you. It's a dub. Like, we're not doing nothing. Like, we're not playing house. We're not doing none of that. Like, we're not doing none of that. It's clip. We're not working on nothing. I tell him that. And then obviously he still coming around because he's been there for Papa. I live all the way out here. He lives over there. So it's like, he's still around. Like, I still got to deal with this man, right? So, you know, it gets a little toxic now. So now it's like September, October, November is like crazy. Like, it's like wishy-washy. Like, 1 minute I want to be cool with him, the next minute I don't. Like, you know, it's a little rocky. Like toxic. Like, you know, we seeing eye to eye one day and we're not seeing eye to eye the next day. Like, but you know, it wasn't too bad. So before I get into this next part of the story, I have to give y'all some back. All right, cool. So before we get, because this is like kind of like the last part of the story, I left out a lot of details to really spare Leek, for real. Like, but like so much stories. I left out a lot of stories, but they weren't like really important. Like, I literally gave y'all all the main details of the relationship, like by year. So before I get into this last part of the story, I gotta explain this part. All right, so a mutual friend, we're gonna call her we're gonna call the mutual friend Christina. All right, so right, boom, in 2014, when I had moved uptown, I met Christina. But I met Christina because Christina knew me as Leek's girl, right? So I was walking to the store one day to get a Dutch. She ran down on me like, what you doing over here? And I'm like, who the fuck is you? Like, I'm like, who the fuck is you? Long story short, she's like, you my bro's girl, or whatever the case may be. And then whatever. Locked in since, right? That's my friend now. But whatever. So there's me and this person had like a cool relationship, a close relationship since like 2014 because of Leek, and she knew everybody else. She knew Leek's cousins. She grew up with them, but she just lived uptown, and that's how she ended up running into me. Cool. So we got really cool, and then, like I said, me and my cousins and my friends was already coming around as like the group of girls to chill with, you know, the boys. So we will go out all the time, like all the time. Like we just built like a relation, like a close friendship. Even though Leek would get mad because I would still be out, still be around his people's, like I knew the friend in the beginning be before him, so it was just like on some like, bro, I'm going out, like these are. And remember, I lived in Florida, so like I didn't really grow up as a teenager here. Like I wasn't running the streets here, like, so I didn't really have friends. I didn't have a block that I can chill on, like, or call, like I didn't have that. So when I moved back over here in 2012, I was like 15, this is when all of this was happening. Like, these are the people that I'm going outside with now. Like, these are the people that I was running around with in the summer. Like, these are the people that I was doing. So it's just like, and plus I already have my own relationship with the friend B. So it was like, all right, cool. We will always go out. We will always party. Like, we will always party, whatever. And like, if y'all remember the beginning of the story when I told y'all about the first barbecue, how they will always have groups of girls. Like, groups of girls. And like, nigga, girls knew, you just knew, right? Cool. So now it's like, probably it's like 2018, and no, 2018, 2019 was our last years of like really going outside, because the cousin, Leek's cousin that used to always go outside with us, blah, 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 whatever, he ends up getting locked up. Everybody just fake like distanced each other, like was doing their own thing, so everybody was fake like distance anyways. And then boom, the ending of 2019, I moved over here. So it was like, you know, like I said, everybody was distant. But right before the cousin got locked up, he had this girlfriend, right? I'm gonna refer to her and her sister as fresh as bitches, okay? Because they're fresh, and they would have never been a friend of mine ever. Like, their type, not like, not my cup of tea. But we kept it cordial, whatever. So he brought her around. He ends up getting locked up, and then she stays around. Like, she literally stays around. So now she's making his friends her friends, right? She stays around. She's in the picture, whatever. Right. So now they doing the things with B's little brother, like the little niggas. They're doing the things that we used to do with the big dogs. Yeah, outside. So now they're running around with B and the little brothers and the little YNs, right? Cool. So that's how they even come in the picture, right? So there's like events, like, you know, B's birthday now, and it's like, you know, just there was certain events that I don't even remember exactly what, but like we were around them. And well, I'm lying, my friend was really around like from like 20 and 21, like she'll like pop out stuff, but I was over here in Long Island, so I really wasn't like going out there for certain shit. And especially, like I said, I already had distanced myself from certain things, and it was just like, all right, nah, that's not my cup of tea anymore. So boom, so I would be around. The few times that I was around, like in these events, like when I first met the girlfriend, Vicky's cousin's girlfriend, and the sister, like it was just like I said, not really my cup of tea. The sister really wasn't my cup of tea. Like, and you know, when you just meet a female, you just know, like there was just something about her. Like, you ever looked at somebody, like a female, and you just be like, yo, you look like you were somebody's man, and really sit in their face. Like, you ever seen like girls that just got this fresh, like slutty face, like slut face? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about for real. Like, don't play. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So boom, mind you, when I'm feeling these feelings, like I'm not thinking like, yeah, you ain't talking about none of mine. It's like, you know, because yeah, no. So it was just like, I just got this, I get this weird feeling. I would get this weird feeling when I was around her. So I was just like, I used to be like, no, like I just can't. Like, it's unsettling. Like, I don't like to be around people or like situations where I feel unsettled, where I feel like my anxiety, and I don't know why my anxiety is going crazy, but it's going crazy. Like, I don't like that. So now, if I don't have to be around these people, I'm really not. Before I finish the story, I just wanted to come up here and let y'all know, right, how close me and the friend B got. Like, so we was super locked in the beginning, and then over the years, literally, no matter what me and Leek went through, we still had our own friendship. Friendship. Like, he would come to my crib. He knew my parents. He knew my dad. He knew my mom. He would sleep in my crib. Full-blown sleep. Eat in my crib. Like, he was valid. All the nights we went out and we end up coming home mad late and he was mad drunk, he would stay in my house. I really never stayed in his house, but he would always stay in my house. And yeah, we was really locked in. Like, I don't want y'all to think that this was just like Lee's friend and then we just had a friendship. Like, no, like we real life had a friendship. So I thought, because the reason why I kind of distanced myself in those years that I told you was because I felt like it was only a one-way thing. Like, he wants to pull the sis card, but we can never pull the bro card. Like, excuse me, sweetheart, like, you the older brother, you're supposed to be looking out for us, the younger sisters. Yeah, we got each other when we don't, but it was always like, and nothing in return. So after a while, you know, you start to notice people and you just gotta distance yourself. And that was that. That's the reason why I distanced myself from him. Because it just wasn't reciprocated. Like, it just wasn't giving bro and sis. It just wasn't giving that. It just wasn't giving that. So I distanced myself, but at the end of the day, I always have a soft spot for him in my heart to this day. But you know, people like that, you just leave them where they are and you love them from a distance. That's it, right? The same thing with Christina. Yes, she was their friend, but we literally developed our own friendship to where, like, we super locked in now. Like, we have our own friendship, like literally our own real friendship. But yeah, so I just wanted to like say that because I don't want y'all to think like, oh, like, because the rest of the story, I needed to say that so that y'all can understand the rest of the story. Where I left off was explaining the whole girl situation, the girls that came around, whatever, and how at this point I'm not coming around, like, if I don't really have to, because already for the couple times how I felt being around them. Cool, right? So now we in December. So we in December. Remember I told you from September to September, November. I mean, September, October, November was crazy, whatever, tossed it. Cool. Now we in December. So December comes, it's my birthday. So I do a get together in my house. I invite B. He don't end up showing up, right? So the next week, I think after that, or like 2 weeks after that, he had invited all of us, the Slut Sisters, Christina, other people, myself, Papa's dad. Like, so we all get invited to this vision board at his house. Him and his girl live together at their house, right? Mind you, keep in mind that I already told y'all that the two girls had been around, hanging, you know, with all of them, even been around the girlfriend, in the girlfriend's face, in her crib, like, you know. So whatever. So B don't end up coming to my birthday situation. So in my head, I'm already like, all right, I'm not going to the vision board. That was that, right? I was like, you know, niggas not popping off for me, I'm not popping off for them. I'm not going to the vision board. He didn't come. He didn't even tell me that he wasn't coming. And yeah, that's that. I'm not going to the vision board. Clip. Cool. So then that Friday, the vision board was December 20th. My birthday is December 13th. So whatever, a week later or 2 weeks later, it's Thursday, right? It's Thursday night. And B makes a post on Instagram. And he goes, is a karaoke, is like, you know, the portable mics. And he posts that and he's like, report to karaoke night. Mind you, he was talking about Friday because Saturday was the vision board. So immediately, like when I tell y'all, immediately when I seen the post, I already knew Leek was talking to one of the sister. I mean, not the sister. I mean, not the cousin's ex-girlfriend, but the sister or one of the friends. I immediately knew that because B only tagged Leek and all the females. So I instantly thought, like, he's talking to one of them. And I know exactly which one he's talking to, which is the cousin's ex-girlfriend's sister. Like, immediately. When I tell you just off of that post, immediately I knew, right? So I slide up on the post. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning because I guess he posted it on Thursday, but then I seen it on Friday morning or whatever, whenever the hell I woke up. So I'm like, so I slide on the B's thing and I'm like, I put laughing my fucking ass off. Like, what is this about? Like, why is Leek tagged in a post with a whole bunch of bitches and we weren't invited? Like, what's up? Like, what's that about? Because again, my gut feeling, I already know. So niggas is not gonna like, right? So he gets defensive, obviously, because he ain't gonna tell me, yeah, Leek is talking to them. Like, he gets defensive and he's like, oh, like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't tell me who to tag in a post, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, cool. You not even who I'm going back and forth with. I know what I know off of this post, and trust me, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it because that's what I do, right? Cool. So I write Leek. So I tell Leek, I'm like, what's this about? Like, what's up? Like, is there something that I'm missing? I'm like, because tell the cousin's ex-girlfriend's sister, I said, tell her I would really beat her the fuck up. Because at this point, I'm like, this is exactly why I didn't like this bitch from the beginning. And this is exactly why I was having fucking anxiety around her and feeling like weird around her, is because she was probably talking to you the whole time. So now everything is just like, so my mind is like going 1,000 miles per hour at this point, right? So I'm like, D, I'm literally talking to myself and I'm like, D, I'm like, all right, you know what's up. Like, you know, right? But you don't have enough evidence to get crazy right now, right? So I let it be. Even though I knew, let it be, right? Mind you, that was Thursday going into Friday, right? The vision board was Saturday. Remember, I already established that I was not going to the vision board night, right? Cool. Friday passes by. The whole day Friday passes by, right? Cool. Saturday, the whole Saturday passes by. I fall asleep. I'm smoking with my sister for like, it was nobody in the crib, so we was like smoking, eating, watching TV, falling asleep, you know, one of those days. So it's like 12:40 something, right? So I finally get up from my sister's bed and I'm like, I'm gonna go shower and go to sleep because that's it. The night's over. as I'm walking downstairs, because if you know, you know, I have the basement apartment, or whatever you want to call this. So I come downstairs. Well, I'm about to come downstairs. So Christina is calling me. Like, Christina is calling me, right? So I look at the phone, and you know when you like fake like tired and you like sluggish, and you just like, you know, if you answer the phone, like you're gonna be fully awake now. And all I was doing was trying to take a shower and go back to sleep. Like I wasn't trying to like have conversation on the phone. So I just ignored the phone call, and I was just like, I'm gonna call her tomorrow. Cool. So now I'm pouring myself something to drink. She's calling again. So I'm like, like maybe there's something happening, right? I don't answer. She calls again. So when she calls again, I answer. But in the mix of me answering, I'm going to my text to see like if she texted me something, because obviously she's calling me 3 times. Like something has to happen, right? Like at this point. So as soon as she answered the phone, she's like, bitch, like, did you see what I sent you? So in the mix of that, I literally see it. Like I'm viewing it. It's a video. In the video, right? There's a whole couch. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, right? There's a whole couch from probably like right here all the way to right here. Like this is the couch, right? So the person's recording. So they're recording like this, like boom, 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 boom. Right when you get here to the couch, there's mad empty space right here. There's mad empty space right here. The tranny bitch is sitting right here. So she's sitting here, right? Leek is sitting right here, but her leg is like over Leek and her arm is like leaning on Leek like that. And then he's sitting here, and then there's space on that side. So it looks like y'all go together, right? So I see the video, and I'm looking at the video, and I'm like, this is exactly what the fuck I was talking about, right? So I text him again immediately, and I'm like, tell the bitch's sister I'm gonna beat her the fuck up. Like I'm really gonna beat her up. Like dead ass. Like I'm gonna beat her the fuck up. Because, bitch, you know, that's my son's father. You know how close this dynamic of this circle is. So, boom. So, when I seen the video, I'm like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Whatever. So, I write him, and I don't know if y'all caught the screenshots because they keep deleting them. And I'm already on a warning, so I'm not going to keep posting them. But because I try to repost them again today, and I don't know if they're reporting it. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to repost them because I'm not trying to get my TikTok banned. But, so in the message, when I first write him, I posted what I wrote him that Thursday when I seen the karaoke thing. He was denying it. He was like, I'm bugging. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. He don't talk to none of those girls. But if I don't believe him and take his word for it, I can do whatever I need to do to figure it out. Mind you, I don't know why he would tell me that, because he knows that I get to the bottom of shit. Like, I will get to the bottom of it. If you're going to continue to lie and I know it's the truth, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Cool. So when I seen the video, I texted him and I told him, like, tell Tyler's sister I would beat her the fuck up, whatever. And he's like, bro, what? He's like, are you drunk or something? That was his reply to me. His response to me. He was like, oh, are you drunk or something? He's like, what are you talking? I said, bro, stop fucking playing with me. And I sent him the video that I posted. And I said, y'all sitting there, real cozy, real elbow to elbow, knee to knee. Stop fucking playing with me. Dead ass. Stop fucking playing with me. So he goes, what? He's like, you're bugging. He's like, she's the only person I know here. That's the sis. She's the only person you know there? Bro, stop playing with me. Like, how is she the only person? You don't even know her. So now it gets the, how you even know her for real? You don't know her. She came around in 2019. You got locked up in 2020. Like, how you don't know her? Like, you don't know her. Like, you don't know her. You don't know the sister. You don't know none of them. For real. Stop playing around. I know you don't know them. You know you don't know them. So he's still lying. Like, at the end of this story, I'm going to try to post them again, the screenshots, because I want y'all to read and see how much he was really gaslighting the whole situation. And then he goes, before the video thing, when I first approached the karaoke thing, he's like, oh, you're tripping. He's like, there's niggas and bitches tagged in that post. If you caught the screenshots, I posted the actual screenshot of that post, and it was all 6 females, and then Leak at the bottom. There was not his friend Sasso was not tagged in that post. So that was me again proving that he was lying. He's going dumb hard. Like, if you read the messages, you know. If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it. But he was going so hard and lying and really trying to gaslight me, and then try to switch it up and saying that I'm disrespectful for reaching out to B because I called him weird. Yes, I called him weird because he's moving weird and he's doing weird shit. So how is that disrespectful? Bro, go ahead. Like, go ahead. You sitting here trying to flip the script, and I'm not even with that for real. Like, I'm not with it. Like, so he's like, oh, get to the bottom of whatever it is you need to get to the bottom of. Because I'm telling you, I don't talk to none of them. That's the sis. Like, he's going dumb hard. When I tell you he's going dumb hard, so I'm like, I am going to get to the bottom of it. So I'm like, I'm not going to write the girl directly. So let's have a little fun with it, right? So, the sister, I would take her in and out of my close friends for shit that I didn't care for her to know. And then when I didn't want her to know certain things, I took her out my close friends. Cool. So I'm like, there's no way that the cousin's ex-girlfriend doesn't know that this is happening. But what she does know, I know that she knows that that's happening. And also what she does know, she knows that me and Leek are working on things. So if you was another one, you would have warned your sister. But instead, you condoned it. So now, let's make this fun, right? So I throw the sister back in my close friends, and I purposely start talking about her sister. Like, purposely. I start telling my close friends exactly what I find out, and I purposely start violating the sister to see would her sister slide up and say something, right? I'm talking hella shit, and I'm basically saying how, that she's fresh. Everything I just told y'all, how I just knew I didn't like her for some reason. Because let's backtrack a little bit, right? So in 2023, when it was one of those gatherings that we was at, and Leek wasn't home yet, I was at a gathering with her, and one of our bro's younger brothers was there, and he was probably like between the ages of like 20 and like 24, 5 maybe. I don't think he's any older than that. Mind you, I already told you y'all that she's like 34, 35 years old. Right? She was on his body the whole night. And in my head, I'm like, the f*** is going on here? Like, doesn't bro got a girlfriend? Like, what is happening? Like, in my head, I'm like, she's much older than him. But, I'm saying all this in my head. I'm just like, all right, whatever. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. Cool. Long story short, by the end of the night, she takes him to the bathroom. They in the bathroom like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I'm just looking like, okay, like, that's how she's giving it up. Like, that's exactly what she looks like. Like, her face and her whole demeanor and everything gives that she would do something like that. So at this point, I'm not really shocked. I'm just like, she's dead ass. Like, with the little bro. Like, alright, whatever, right? Mind you, after that happens, Leek is locked up. So I get on the phone with Leek, and I told y'all we were cool. So like, I would tell Leek everything. Like, I would tell him shit. Like, so I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, like, the cousin's ex-girlfriend, I'm like, yo, her sister's like crazy. Like, I was like, remember I told you about, there's something about her? Like, because mind you, I already had told Leek that I felt like how I felt about her when I first met her. So Leek knows all of this. Like, I'm literally talking shit about her to Leek. while he's locked up. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not really feeling it, whatever. And then I tell him about this. I'm like, bro, bus how the sister, la la la. So I'm telling him, and he's like, what? He's like, that's crazy. He was like, bro, bro's mad little, whatever. So we chopping up. I'm telling him what happened, what occurred that day, because something went down in that bathroom. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Something. Why was y'all both in there for 15, 20 minutes? Right? Cool. So whatchamacallit? So now, alright, so back to the close friends. So I'm saying all of that in the close friends. I'm literally saying everything in the close friends, and the sister don't say nothing. So I'm like, alright, maybe she's just gonna tell the sister, and then I'll wait for her response. So the sister don't say nothing. The cousin's ex-girlfriend don't say nothing. Now I'm waiting for the sister to come holler at me. So like an hour goes by. The sister adds me on Instagram. So I'm like, yeah, it's go time. She adds me on Instagram, and she don't message me though. In my settings on Instagram, any and everybody can message me. You don't have to, it's not like you have to be my friend to write me a message. None of that. You don't. You can literally write me a message. So I'm waiting for it. I see that she adds me. She doesn't write me a message. An hour later, she unfollows me. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now, my cousin, like, you know, everybody, like, you know, I'm putting the bitches on. I'm putting my friends on. And now my cousin goes, I guess, looks at her story. So now she writes my cousin, talking about what the fuck you in my views for. She's like, and why you here? Tell your cousin I'm looking for her. You looking for me? You ain't looking for me. Because if you was looking for me, you just added me on Instagram. You could have got my number from your sister, because your sister has my number. You could have wrote me in a DM, but you didn't. So how were you looking for me? So I immediately go to my messages, or like the, you know, like the primary messages, and then there's like a general message thing. So I'm checking all the messages, and I don't see no message from her. So I'm like, I write her, and I'm like, you looking for me? I'm like, you can't be looking for me. I'm like, because I ain't hard to find. You just added me on Instagram. Like, she goes, oh yeah, I heard you're talking about me. Like, and is bitch, like, I am talking about you, because you a fresh ass bitch, how I knew you were from the beginning. So she's like, she starts calling me on FaceTime. I'm on the audio on Instagram. Mind you, I'm driving. I'm on a billion. So I call her back. Like, I was driving, I call her back. Mind you, I'm on 1,000, so I don't even give her a chance to talk. As soon as I get on the phone, I'm like, bitch, you're fucking fresh, and when I see you, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. Like, that's it, that's all. Like, I'm screaming on the top of my lungs, going in, like, cursing her. And she's like, on some, Destiny, like, we don't have to scream. Like, you know when somebody just wants to get information, so they want to act like they're cool with you? She's like, oh, like, we're grown adults, we don't have to scream, la 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 la. Like, I'm really trying to just have a genuine conversation with you, an adult conversation, la 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 la. Mind you, she's saying all of that, and I'm just still yelling at this point. Like, I'm just yelling, like, I'm just going off on her. So then I finally calm down, and then she starts telling me everything. Literally, she starts telling me everything, and I'm like, that's a lie. So I literally, every time she's saying something, I'm saying something back. I'm like, that's a lie, that's a lie. And at this point, she's not believing me, right? And I'm like, I don't need you to believe me. But I was like, but what I'm gonna do for you is, because I don't care, like, I don't care for you to know this. I'm not. I said, I'm gonna send you all the screenshots, and I was like, I'm gonna send you the videos too. I said, I'm gonna send you everything. So mind you, on the phone, while we're going back and forth, bro, I'm telling her mad times, like, we're gonna fight. Like, when I see you, we're gonna fight. Like, I don't give a damn. It's about respect. And you keying in my face. Like, we're not doing that. We gotta get it. Like, there's no if, ands, or buts about it. Like, you're gonna have to see me for real, right? So after I sent her the screenshots, whatever, she texts me like, oh, she's like, thank you so much for this. She's like, I can see you guys clearly still have feelings for each other. She says all of that, but before that, during the conversation, this was like a funny part. So she's like, so while I'm telling her like, that's a lie, that like, I'm like, girl, he's lying to you. I said, this is what he does. This is his MO. I said, I've been dealing with this person since 2013. Like, this is what he does. She's like, oh, so you mean to tell me every time he goes over there, y'all is like, I said, even if we're fighting like cats and dogs, when he comes over here, that's happening. Oh, he said he only goes over there for his son. I said, girl, didn't I just tell you he be lying? Didn't I just tell you he be lying? He's lying to you. Then she goes, oh, so you guys were messing around during the barbecue. I think I said that story in the previous parts. I'm not sure if I did. I don't even remember right now. But I don't know if I told y'all, we went to a barbecue during the summer in July, and we were talking the whole day. And when he got to the barbecue, he gave me a dry ass hello, like as if we wasn't talking the whole day. So that made me just like, I said, like, don't play with me, like, or whatever I said to him. But that day, they were already messing around. So that's why that day I felt weird, like, around her. And I felt, no, that day it was just extra weird. Like, I felt like she was trying to conversate with me more. He was being funny. But even then, I didn't put two and two together. Like, I really didn't put two and two together that day. And this was July of 2024. And that day, I felt like she was trying to check my temperature for real, because my car was double parked and I didn't want to get up. Like, I was mad smacked. I was drinking. I didn't want to get up to go move my car if I didn't have to, but I seen the cops. So I'm sitting there and I'm contemplating, like, am I really going to get up? Like, I don't want to get up. Like, but I'm talking to myself. She's sitting in front of me. Her sister's right here, like some other sister. But I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to her. I'm not talking to none of them. Like, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, fuck, like, I don't want to get up if I don't have to. So I keep looking. I'm like, ugh, like, I'm looking to see if the cops is really honest. So I'm like, I'm not getting up. She gonna say to me, she's like, oh, go ahead. She was like, go move your car. She was like, oh, I'll watch your seat. I said, oh, I'm not worried about my seat. I said, this is my chair. I said, if I get up right now and I go somewhere and I come back and somebody's sitting in my chair, I'm going to tell them to get up because this is my chair. I said, I'm not worried about losing my seat. And she just looked at me. And I was like, anyways, like, bitch, like, stop talking to me. Like, I don't even really like your vibe. Stop talking to me, for real. Like, why are you even talking to me? So, when we was on the phone, she was like, I seen him leave with you that night. She was like, and I was like, oh, so why you didn't say nothing? I said, so why you didn't say nothing? I said, yeah, because you a fresh ass bitch. And it didn't matter if me and him was still messing around. You was still willing to deal with him. I said, that's why you didn't say nothing. I was like, because if I was you and he was lying to me about fucking with my baby mother, I mean, like, if he was lying to me about his status with his baby mother, but then I seen him at the end of the night leave with the baby mother, I would have pulled the card right there. Like, oh, what's this about? But you fresh. She was like, oh, he came to my house that next morning. I said, okay, and I slept with him that night. I said, so you think that's a flex? Like, you saying that right now to me, you think you're flexing? I slept with him that night. After I left to go do my hair, he went to your house in the morning. You think that's a flex, Miss Ma'am? Like, what are you even saying to me right now? Like, I would have not even said that. Like, bro. So, whatever. That's when After that, we hung up the phone, and then she seen the screenshot. She sent the text back, like, oh, thank you. She's like, you know what? I'm going to remove myself from this situation because it seems like you guys both have feelings for each other. And, you know, that's that. So, I'm like, all right. Leave it like that, right? Again. So, boom. We left. She said what she said. Thank you, whatever she said. We left it as that, right? The next day, I don't know if this is their real sister, but I have another one of their sisters on Instagram. Mind you, I've only had the cousin's ex-girlfriend sister on Instagram, and then this sister. I don't know if this is their real sister, but whatever. I had her on Instagram. I never had the cousin's ex-girlfriend's sister on Instagram because, remember, I told you I didn't fuck with her vibe off the rip, so I didn't care to add her on Instagram. But this sister that I have on Instagram, mad cool. Like, as soon as I probably only been around her like twice, but the first time I met her, nothing like the other two. Like, that's why they can't be related for real. Like, they can't be blood, but whatever. Her vibe was cool as fuck. Like, as soon as I met her, I'm like, okay. Like, she reminds me of my cousin, the one at the beginning of the story, that how I met B because they were in a relationship. She OD reminds me of my cousin. So, like, as soon as I met her, I'm like, I could fuck with her vibe. Like, I fuck with her. Like, whatever. But I'm not stupid, bro. Like, if shit hits the fan, that's clearly their people's. But, you know, I don't have a personal issue with this particular person, like, at all. Not a funny vibe, not a nothing. Like, when I met her, cool, whatever. So, ironically, like, it was just so crazy. Like, coincidentally, ironically, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The next day, when me and that girl had the conversation on the phone, that was a Sunday. On Monday, the other sister that I have, she had posted this, like, she didn't write the meme, but it was like a meme. And it was basically like, oh, ladies, wait in line. The baby mother's almost out the picture. So when I seen that, I'm like, oh, shit. And I screenshot it because of the situation that just occurred on Sunday. And it fits what's going on in my life right now. So, yeah, I feel like reposting it, so I'm going to repost it. So I screenshotted it, reposted it. And I guess she came on my page. I'm not sure if the sister's telling her what I'm posting. I'm not sure. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her because, again, that's her people's. Like, just like my people's is going to put me on, I expect her to be putting her people's on. Cool. So, whatchamacallit? So, yeah, so I posted it, and mind you, that was in the morning on Monday. And keep in mind, I keep forgetting to mention this because I was supposed to mention this like 3 parts ago. This is all happening a few days before Christmas and New Year's. Mind you, this is the first holidays Leek is actually home in the last 4 years that he's spending with us. But this is all happening days before Christmas. So, yeah. So, whatever. So, that Monday, mind you, probably this is like, that Saturday was the 20th, Sunday was the 21st, now it's the 22nd. Yeah, it was the Monday, it was the day before Christmas Eve. So, I reposted it. She must have been watching my page, and she's seen it. So, yeah, I'm talking about you. You know I'm talking about you. Like, duh, I'm talking about you. Like, so she texted me at 7 o'clock at night. And mind you, she has my number because I sent her the screenshots from my number, from my phone. So she texts me and she goes, Destiny, cut the shit, cause we could really fight. What? Bitch, I told you we could fight 100 times yesterday and you was ignoring that and just trying to talk like a grown adult. What are you talking about? Like, why are you texting my phone? Like, why are you texting my phone about anything? You just copped it yesterday. You left it like that. You should have kept the energy on Sunday. Like, you should have kept that energy. Like, but now you mad because now I'm trolling you. Bitch, you should have found somebody else to play with, for real. Like, and again, your sister should have warned you because she knew that me and Leek was working on things before we even started working on things. Like, she knew. She knew what's up. She didn't warn you. Too bad. Right? So, yeah, now I'm gonna troll you. So, I'm like, I'm not sure what you're referring to when you're like, cut the shit. I'm like, but we can get it. I told you that yesterday, that we can fight. We are gonna fight. Like, what are you talking about? Why you texting me talking about we can fight? I already told you we're gonna fight. So, why you texting me for real? Right? So, We go back and forth. And I'm like, girl, like, I'm talking much. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna see you when I see you. Like, she's like, oh, when you're coming to the Bronx, pull up to the blah, blah, blah. Bitch, I'll see you when I see you. Like, are you stupid? You whore bag? Like, please. We're not even on the same level, for real. Like, I'm not, like, please, for real. Please. Me going on my way. I'm gonna catch you. Like, even if it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, like, ask. If you're not familiar, ask. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I'm gonna get mine. Okay? Okay. So, that was that. On Monday. Then you know it's about to be up now. Like, you know, it's static. So, here's the juicy part. So, boom. All of that happened Monday. Now it's Christmas Eve. Leaks comes Christmas Eve. And he was not going to come. You know what's so crazy? He was not going to come for Christmas because of the way I was behaving. Or because of the way my attitude was towards him. He was dead ass going to send the gifts and really skip the holiday with his son because of his decision making. But of course he tried to blame it on me. Talk about, oh, I can't be around you when you like this. You should have never put me back in this place. You should have kept it real. And you should have been a real nigga. But you didn't. You moved like a little boy. And that's why we back in this place. Because I promise y'all, to the Lord above, had he left me how I was feeling in May, June, like the beginning of 2024, and how he came home when I was really okay with not even going back to a relationship thing, like my mindset, I was good with us being in the space we was in and just being co-parents, but he didn't want that. He wanted to pursue the family. So this is where it gets crazy, because you could have just left me in that good space I was in, and we would have had a great relationship right now. Right now, we would have been good. It would have been I would have not felt like you played me. I would have not felt like you strung me along. I would have never felt all these feelings had you just left me where I was. And we would have been great right now. But you want to come and play games because now, after the 2 girls, and now I'm talking shit to him about this, right? He finally starts using some type of excuse, right? And the excuse he uses is Ron. Ron. He blaming all his new actions and decision making from May of 2024 to now December of 2024. He's blaming everything on the Ron situation. How? Because if that's the case, it gives you purposely was trying to make me put my guard down so that you can purposely have me catch feelings for you again, so that you can purposely hurt me. So it's giving you were still on tick for tag bullshit, little kid shit. That's all that's giving. So it's just worse. It's bad either way. Either way you put it is bad. You did bad, my niggas. Like, you did bad, right? So here comes the juicy part. So now all of this is unraveling. Everything is unfolding. Boom. I find out that she effed B. She probably was still effing B while she was effing Leak. So not only was she effing Leak and probably still effing B, but she already done effed B already. Right? So yeah. So now I'm like, nah, now I'm mad not only for me, but now I'm mad for B's girl. Cause them bitches really be sitting in her face. Them bitches be in her crib. Them bitches. Oh, now I'm losing my shits for both of us. Cause I'm like, no way. I'm like, there's no way. Mind you, I don't have a relationship with B's girlfriend. Like, when I see her, I say hello, you know, out of the respect. But, like, me and her really don't have a relationship. Like, we never had a relationship. Like, we barely spoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had her on social media, but that's really about it. Like, we don't interact at all. But when I tell y'all I'm feeling it as if she's my friend for real, I'm like, no way. I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Like, this is really trifling. Like, you're really trifling. And then not on top of that, you sitting here calling B your family, and you effed him. Like, you real life effed him. So it's like, you're really disgusting. Like, you're disgusting. Like, what is wrong for real? Like, what is wrong? What is wrong? Like, so it's just like, overall, you're just a weirdo. Like, you just a whore. Like, I don't know. Like, you're just, like, what the fuck? Like, no shame. So it went from our bros, little bro, right? That's one. Then B, that's two. Then Leak. Like, Leak and B are like brothers for real. And the young one's older brother is like their brother for real. Bitch, be gone. Like, for real. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you want to sit up in here acting like you this goody two-shoe? Bitch, this is why you can't find love. This is why. And then, after the situation, she's crying on Instagram for a month because she was really believing, like, in her brain, she really thought she was going to be in a relationship with my son's father. Like, she really thought in her brain that they were going to be a thing because of the things he was telling her. Obviously, she was believing everything that he was telling her. So in her brain, she really, really, really was falling for it. And that's why she's really mad right now. Because, bitch, what you mad at me for? You mad at me because I'm telling the story. Oh, yeah, guys, because when I first started mentioning her in the story, she made a whole post about me. She made a whole post talking about I'm delusional. I'm obsessed. Delusional and obsessed with who? It's giving you're delusional and obsessed about my situation. Like, why... And me telling my story is it's bothering you so much because you're in it and you're trifling and you look crazy and I'm exposing you. That's why you mad. Because real life, like, you have no reason to be mad at me. What are you mad at me for? Bitch, I didn't do shit to you. I wasn't trying to talk to one of your niggas. I wasn't thinking that I was gonna, if you had a kid, even if you had a kid, bitch, even if the bitch had a kid, seeing the dynamic of the situation, I know better than to ever try to talk to her baby father or than to ever make her baby father because it's just like, what? No. If you knew better, you do better, but clearly you don't know better. And you too old. And she's really too old. And the reason why I'm talking about you, and I'm talking like that in the camera because I know she's watching. Like, for real. Because it's like, why are you mad at me? What I do to you? What I do? Like, what did I do to you, Miss Ma'am? I didn't do nothing. And like B said, because when I pulled B up on it, B was just worried about me not telling the girlfriend. That's what he was worried about. Because the whole time he's talking about, oh, I'm staying neutral. I'm staying neutral because I'm telling him too. When it comes to the time, you better mind your business. The same way I told Leak, the same way I'm telling everybody. Mind your business. When it comes time to it, do not stop me and mine and just let it happen because it's going to happen. You gotta get in the middle, y'all going to get hit too. Like, just let it be. B's on some like, y'all not doing that. If I'm there, nothing's happening. I'm like, all right, you're going to get hit too, nigga, because it's happening. Like, you either going to stand to the side and let it happen or you're going to be in the mix and get beat on too because, no. So he's all like, oh, I'm not picking sides, I'm staying neutral. I'm like, nigga, you sound like you picked the side already and stay there because I don't need nobody to pick my side. Like, I don't need no... Sorry, y'all, the last video cut off. But, yeah, so I was basically like, I don't need no one to be on my side, whatever. But before he knew that I knew about him and the girl, I had said it to the girl when we was going back and forth. And I was like, you a fresh ass bitch. And I was like, let's see what... Yeah, so I'm like, let's see what B's girlfriend, like how she will feel when she finds out. So now I guess she's panicking. So she sends my screenshot to B, right? Now, B's trying to act like he's not playing the middle again, right? So he goes and he sends me the screenshot that she sends him. Like, oh, look, sis, I'm just letting you know. Like, I'm not picking sides. Like, look, she's texting me. Do you think I'm stupid? You're literally only doing this now because of what I said to her in that message. And you know I'm capable of telling your girlfriend what is going on, because y'all all done played with me. Y'all all done played in my face. So now let's play. So that's the only reason why B's on some showing me what she's texting him. I bet she didn't know that. I bet she didn't know he was playing both sides. I knew he was playing both sides. I was playing my cards. I knew what I was doing. Like, he already set that tone that he picked a side and he stayed there. So that's what, I don't even got nothing to say to you for real. Because why would you even invite me and her to the same party knowing that you know? And then he got the nerve to be like, oh, sis, I told them that they don't need to be doing that, because when you find out, it's gonna go up. He said, I warned them, but they are grown and they did what they wanted to do anyways. So I'm like, okay, cool. Play with me, and at any time, I'm still gonna tell your girl what's up. Because it's clipped for all of y'all. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's up now. Y'all wanted to play, let's play. But nobody likes it when Des plays, though. That's the crazy part. Everybody could play with me, right? Everybody, people could play with me. But when I react and I go too far, I'm the problem. You can't do something to somebody and then be like, oh, I did this to you, but please be kind with what you do back to me, or don't, like, fuck y'all. Like, respectfully, like, fuck all of y'all. Like, nobody was sparing me. So I ain't sparing not a motherfucking soul. So, yeah. That's that. Next part, I'm wrapping it up from January to now. And then story time is over, y'all. It's over. Hey, y'all. We are back for the finale of the story. So basically, long story short, shit's just been up. Shit has not been cool since December. Since all of that has happened, nothing has been good. And nothing will be good. Because with everything that happened and everything that occurred, right? If I would have never made it an issue, if I would have got upset, if I would have let things be without causing mayhem, he would have been all right with doing those things and still playing house with me. 1,000%. 1 billion, 1 quadrillion. I know that. I can say that 10 toes, hands, feet, whatever. I can say that standing on that shit. Like, if I would have never caused this mayhem and violated him and showed him this side, how I was back in 2017, if I would have never done all of this to turn him off, because now he's so disgusted that, nigga, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. I already feel like that towards you, especially when I gave you the benefit of the doubt to begin with. So I can give two about how you feel about me now. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Dead don't. I dead don't. Because it's his fault. Had he just been honest, bro, I spared him in this story. Like, y'all don't even know. I spared him even when it comes to the parenting thing, for real. Like, I spare him because with the parenting thing, I really give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, I really try not to nitpick. I really try not to, but I could sit here and tell y'all shit that he haven't fell in line with that either. But again, I'm not, because he is trying. He's trying, but he don't got that natural parent instinct brain. Like, he don't have that. But it's like, I can't even fault him for that, because he's never been that parent. He never had to, because he never put himself on that pedestal of a parenting. Like, so I can't even fault him for real. He does not know how to think like a parent. He does not know how to move like a parent. Like, that instant parent thing that we all have, that is like what most of us have, that is just like, all right, if things don't go right, we got to adjust, we got to do this, we got to do that. Like, you know, as a parent, we got to sacrifice. He doesn't have that. So it's like, all right, cool, not too much. Like, I'm not going to do too much on him when it comes to the parenting thing, because he do be trying a little. So I spared him with that, because I could have really sat here and told y'all stories about that since he's been home. And how if I don't make shit convenient for him, it's a problem. If I don't drive, if I don't drop my son off, if I don't do it, like, I could really sit here and tell y'all shit. For real. But again, I really give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. I try not to nitpick. I can nitpick on a relationship, you know, with me and him. But I really try not to nitpick on the parenting thing, and I really try to give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the parenting thing. So that's why I really spared him and didn't even say that part of the story, those little parts of the stories, because it really doesn't matter for real, because again, I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. So it's like, miss me with the bullshit for real. Like, niggas is acting like I'm coming up here, like, to purpose. Like, no, I'm telling my story. This is real shit. Like, there's mad stuff that I left out. Like, there's one particular thing that if I would have shared with y'all, y'all really would have been looking at him like he's crazy for real. But I'm not going to share it because I'm embarrassed about it. And it's a real serious situation. It's a serious situation that he did not take serious. He did not respect me and what I got going on for real. So there's mad things like y'all don't even know the half for real. I really spared his ass with a lot of the shit. And I told my story. Like, I didn't point myself out to be to be the good one. I was very transparent. I told y'all what I did. I told y'all the situation. There's nothing that nobody could try to expose me about, because I done exposed myself. I'm telling y'all the story, and that's the story. Like, literally, it all boils down to Leaky knowing about Ron, Leaky being very much aware, whether it was from 2013 or 2018 to 2022, however you want to put it, Leak was very much aware about everything that was going on. Like, aware. Like, I was very transparent with this man. So for him to beg and take me out of a great space I was in, to play games and fuck with me, I can never be cool with you. I can never be your friend. I can never be none of that. It took me almost 4 years to get in a genuine space to even stand you again. For you to come home and still act like the same person I left in 2017. Nigga, that's why you getting the same me. It's like, what doesn't make sense? You would have changed and gave me a different you would have got a different me. The reason why you're getting the same me you got years ago is because you came home and you showed me the same you. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. Like, be for real. And I genuinely don't give a fuck about how nobody feels about me telling my story. I don't. I don't. Because niggas was never could stand in my shoes. Ever. Like, this person that y'all think y'all know is really a narcissist. He's really still a little ass boy. The only thing that jail changed, again, was a bad habit that he had. Going cold turkey. Right? Working out, losing weight, and I guess becoming a real Muslim. Like, Other than that, this man did not change. All y'all see, this fraud, this facade y'all see, bro, we would sit in my house. We would sit in my house and he would make these videos. We would laugh because it's like he can't even take himself serious for real. Like, it's all like, but hey, let him do him. Let him run his facade on Instagram, how he's always been, and he's always like just lied to everyone and just painting me out to be the bad guy and painting me out to be the crazy one and I don't give a fuck. You do something to me, if I feel like I want to do something back to you, I'm gonna do it, and you're not gonna tell me how to do it. That's why he's mad right now. He's mad, like, throughout this whole me talking, like, he literally gonna text me like, oh, I can't believe you all talking about me like I'm a dog on the internet. Have you not been showing me that since I met you? You acting like I'm sitting here making up lies, bro. This is all true stuff. This is all things that occurred. Like, this is real life things that happened and transpired. Like, do you want me to post the apology? Like, I should post the apology. Because he wrote me a story of an apology, basically saying that everything I've been saying in the story and everything I've been saying to him is the truth. And he apologizes that he didn't change and he needs. So it's like, go ahead. You want to say you're mad because I'm telling the story to the world because you sit there and lie to them? Not my problem. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Tell the truth. Be an honest, truthful person. And you wouldn't have to worry about nothing. Because how you so mad I'm telling the story, then on Sunday, like the messages that I sent, that I just posted before this video was from Sunday. You get liquor in your system. Now you want to text me talking about, I don't like where we at right now. Like, bro, you put us here. Don't text me with some bullshit talking about, oh, Dad, I hate where we at. Like, nigga, you put us here. Your actions put us here. And that's just that. I would never fuck with you. I would never fuck with him. Never, ever. We could be cordial one day, but him getting a nice me and being cool and kiki, I would never. You're an op. And I'm going to treat you just like that. Like, you're the enemy. You stay over there. Leave me alone. And that's that. I'm going to continue being the bomb-ass mother that I am and that I've been and just doing me how I've been. That's it. It's a wrap for this whole shit. Like, you ain't got to worry. Y'all ain't got to worry about ever hearing about this again. It's a dub, and it's over with. Thank y'all for tuning in to